the BYU Cougars and the Missouri Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Here's Simmons to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got some room to run. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
It's a defense that prides themselves on taking the football away. They believe they could impact this game with turnovers, and they get an interception on the opening drive. Wasn't a big return, but that doesn't matter. They stole a possession, and that is huge for their confidence.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quick completion to the right. Touchdown, Cougars! A great catch and run for 6. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Oh, they block it. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. Pass to 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. He takes it all the way back for the 2.
Great job on special teams. Getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Throwing Simmons. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll give it to Hardy. There's a crease. Smashes through the tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Dropping back, it's Simmons. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. And you're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the goal line again in the red zone.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. Never a doubt. That brings them to within 1.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Running inside. It's Martin. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Bachmeier. Gets it to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's very early in the college football season, but this coaching staff has to be very pleased by what they've seen from their quarterback. He's making real good decisions, and he's been accurate. That was his 100th completion early this year.
Wants to throw on third. He's got him in the flat. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay. Turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The first down for the offense. Simmons. Looking left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll move the tight end. Looking for room. It's Martin. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. It's been a rough start for these guys. And you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And he made the read off the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football. But, man, you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football. The defense gets the ball back.
Here's Simmons to throw. Across the 25, he's got room. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Tigers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. To the air, it's Burns. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football.
Makes a grab and room to run. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Zings it complete to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Lyons. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Looking for space, it's Martin. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The run inside. It's Martin. Got enough for the first. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Gets it out fast. Could not make his way to the corner.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Smashes it between the uprights. They take a 4-point lead here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
Really nice play called by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to run for it. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Right back to the well. Looks as if BYU will have a first down.
Well, BYU is a team that made it to the Big 12 title game a year ago. A big part of it was L.J. Martin and their ability running the football, but also what he was able to do catching it as well. Bachmeier back at quarterback, so this offense really...
Could be an alley. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his man. It's Bachmeier. Picks up the first down, and he might have a little extra. That looked like it'll be roughing the passer.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Run in the red zone, it's Martin. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. And then the tight end in motion. Looking for a crease, it's Martin. Quick spin on the run. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Cougars have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Cougar!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he puts through the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Throwing Simmons. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Simmons. Right on the money.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Running inside, it's Roberts. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
He's brought down after a gain of about 5. Clock comes to a stop as we've reached a 2-minute timeout. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. He rifles one deep to the left. Makes a grab deep. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Austin Simmons wants to fire again. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Finds a man on the right. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Simmons. Looking for the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. you want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the returner will be knocked down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The run inside. It's Martin. Oh, he's got some space. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man, it's Phillips. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Cougars peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Timeout taken by BYU at second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll throw it from the red zone. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. Finds his big tight end. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Missouri will kick it off to open this 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Before we kick off the 2nd half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Checking in with the BYU head coach at the half. They are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific first half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Finds his big tight end. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. To throw, it's Bachmeier. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Here's the pressure. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm.
Breaks into the open. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. BYU with the 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Martin. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Good right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Their first possession of this 3rd quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Got his man. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Quick release by the QB. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
So now it's 2nd and long. Here's a give to Hardy. There's some room. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Fires to the middle. He's open on the right. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's Simmons to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, train the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Cougars sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back.
Got a little grass. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Cougars want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Under fire. And down he goes.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Quickly complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? Come on, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
After those last 2 plays, let's see if they can get it out of reverse on 3rd and 18. Under fire. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Reporting from the Missouri sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Quarterback making adjustments. One more time, it's Hardy. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roberts. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. Throwing Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Lost the defense is wide open. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time.
There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, they've tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways. They haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble. It took a little longer than they would have liked, but maybe that's the play that's really going to sort of spark this offense and really maybe get this guy going more on the ground.
And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Simmons looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. So now they take over. This momentum has been completely taken away from. There he goes to the right. He's inside the 40, the 20, inside the touchdown Cougars. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Cougars with the immediate response.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Missouri's offense heads out and ready to go. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Here's Simmons to throw. Sure hands, it's Terry.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Missouri wants to go fast. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. Throwing Simmons. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but Great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. Then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Here's a heat. Touchdown, Tigers. And they've moved out front here in the fourth. The Tigers are back on top. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Got it. Turns it on in midfield. It's a seam wide open. Past the tip. Touchdown, BYU. They've got the lead here in the fourth. The Cougars with the immediate response.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. Simmons. Makes the grab on the left. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
These 2-minute situations are what every quarterback dreams of, right? It doesn't matter what's happened in the game up to this point. You've got a situation, you've got an opportunity now where you can drive your offense down the field, down by 1 score late in the game, and score a touchdown to steal this thing and win it. This is what playing the position is all about.
Pressure coming, and down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
After getting 4 sacks last game, this defense really is trying to create an identity as being one of the better pass rushing units in the entire country. Haven't really seen that, though, in this game so far until that last play. And let's see how that affects the rest of this game.
And this defense taking matters into their own hands. First down, you get the sack. Second down, you force the incompletion. Now sitting in third and long, you got them in their own territory. Big opportunity for this defense to shut this offense down right now.
He makes a catch. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's Simmons to throw. He's going to run it. Past the 30. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. The give to Hardy. Turning it on. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all.
Got it. Touchdown, Tigers. And in the final
offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
You got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Throws to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Firing to the right, complete. Inside the 30. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can find a way to win it. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Down in the end zone. The big play there, and the defense gets the stop. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that